Okay, it says we're started. We'll see if we get a message or not. I don't know where the tear deck video goes, but welcome back if we're on, and we don't have any AC, so I don't know about any of this. You can't make this up. Where have I been? Oh my goodness. So basically I have been all over the place, but mainly here at this moment. Not in this chair though. So welcome to the new show. I say it's a new show, and I only say it's a new show because it's like a new state. So basically, oh, I didn't check audio. Is there audio? Let me check that. I'm a terrible person.
It says we're starting.
Okay, I got audio. So basically, here's the deal. We moved in here. We had to get everything in. I set up the camera, and I was like, I'm going live. It's going to be great. So then I went live, and then all of a sudden, like, everything happened. So there was, like, brush in the back, and the deck needed to get power washed, and we didn't have any washer or dryer. So we had to get that. I don't know why I'm echoing. Hello? Hello? How is this possible? I hear an echo. Maybe it's the light. Oh. Is it? What? What? It sounds like I'm echoing. How is this possible? I hear myself. Oh, it's the stupid video thing. Oh, man. I tell you. Sometimes. Oh, there we go. Okay, so clearly there was a microphone on that. That's annoying. I'm so particular, I know. Alright, so everything that you could imagine happened. So we had to trade off watching the kids, so I had to go somewhere, and then she had to go somewhere, and then I had to go somewhere, and then she had to go somewhere, and then contractors came, and they did like windows and doors, and now they're trying to fix outlets, but then now the AC doesn't work, so every single time I thought of you guys. I thought of you every day. Every day I wanted to stream. And then I started my job, right? So like I started my job and I was like, sweet, I'm gonna stream after my job. And then the kids were here, and then I was like, I can't stream now. And then I was like, okay, I'll stream on Monday. Monday I'll stream, but then my wife had orientation, so she was done early. So she was home yesterday. So I was like, I can never stream. I can just never do it. But I thought of you every day. So it's been awesome. How have you guys been? Put it in the chat right now. But nobody's chatting. But I want to know how you guys have been, because I have thought of you, and I know you haven't thought of me because I'm just on YouTube, so it's no big deal. However, the largest Bitcoin transaction moved in Bitcoin, depending on how you look at it, in some sense, I guess, because you could look at dollar amount and actual coins, but it was basically $1 billion, you know. But you guys probably already know that. So that's a lot, and it's really hot down here. I know it might not look like it, but it's really hot because there's like this AC that's supposed to work, and it's not working. After he replaced an outlet, we'd rather have AC than an outlet working. Let's just be real. It's like 100 and some degrees here over here in Kansas. For not being the desert, it sure is hot, and the grass doesn't really grow here. So if I see a tumbleweed, there ain't nothing you're going to tell me that we ain't in the desert. And that thing just keeps blinking and blinking, which is super annoying. Like, I'm looking for a signal, but you can't find it. So, truth be told, I wanted to make a show and write the script and get it all done and ready for you. And literally, this is the first moment I have had to be able to stream. Unless I'm streaming at like probably 12 or 1 a.m. your time, which is terrible. Hi Alex, thanks for joining. So nobody wants to stream when it's like 1 in the morning. Let's be real. And I would be exhausted, so I think I could stream almost every other day or something, typically on here during the weekdays. Some days even longer. Like once a month I could do longer streams. But I could do this because the kids are still at is it already 6 o'clock? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Already still, she's still at work with the kids, so like this would be the perfect time to stream right about now, right? And then because there'll be dinner and kids, you know, so that's life, right? Good luck. What are you good lucking me? So what to do? I mean, I got mixed feelings about this Bitcoin, guys. I would love to sell a Bitcoin product that was going to be useful to society, and I thought we had one with the mining facility, but we did not, clearly, because the mining facility failed, and a lot of mining facilities failed. I never checked in with Becuse LLC. I knew I should have, but I never checked in to see what he was up to. So I wanted you guys to get on a new show, and then I didn't do a new show. It's so wrong. Oh, all right. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to set up here again, like officially, and get everything running, and then I can actually get back to editing. And I have a lot of content I found that we filmed at the Bitbunker and that was never released. Can you believe that? I know it's hard to believe, but good luck with my future endeavors. Yeah, so Walmart is hiring for assistant managers. So if you are a manager in any capacity, like literally any capacity, they want you. So like, I think you either have to have like 2 years of some college or like 3 years of managing people in any capacity. I mean, like, if you were at the YMCA and you were the head lifeguard and you had like 3 people under you, dude, that counts. Like, and you did that for 4 years, boom, bring it in. So typically, if you have that experience or you have just 2 years of college, get into Walmart because they're gonna hire you at like close to $50,000 to $60,000, and I'm sure that's more than some of you make at your current role. So you don't need a degree, you don't need to manage like 30 people, you don't need to start a business, but right off of the bat, they'll take you. So my friend was actually approached by Walmart with his experience, which is pretty much identical to mine. In our previous 10 years, but I mean, I'm now in the system and I'm like, well, shoot, how do I get up to the next level? Because like they're looking for help. I don't know what they're doing, and even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to say, but it seems as if they're taking on Amazon from a physical standpoint. So you have Amazon, which is like all digital, and they've got all their stuff, right? But then it seems as if Walmart is taking on them from a physical standpoint. Because Amazon doesn't really have that many physical locations. Yeah, they got big warehouses and jets and like can move packages around. Do you remember when Amazon didn't even have jets and they like fought over UPS and FedEx and like, I mean, they still ship through them. They ship through all the carriers, right? DHL and USPS and all that. But thanks for the shirt, appreciate it. Did you get an invite from Carter? No, what was the invite? I managed a computer store for 5 or more years. Get over there. If they let me carry a gun on the clock, I'd work there. Actually, you can. Asset protection. Apply to be an asset protection manager. I think you'll start out at like close to 55,000. Asset protection manager, YouTube watcher. You can carry a gun on the floor. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 90% sure. Anyways, Walmart is officially getting rid of all their ammunition. They made that decision after their shooting in their store, obviously, from 2 different stores, 2 different shootings in the same month. So they make up 40% of the entire ammunition market. So that is a huge chunk. So all those distributors who actually put the ammunition together and need to get it places are going to have to find a new outlet. So trade shows, online, I don't know. Can you buy ammo on Amazon? Ammo on Amazon. Somebody look that up for me. Can you buy ammo on Amazon? So basically, that's the deal. Look at this. The YouTube watcher ran a computer store. See, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So, anyways, I'll let you know how my experience goes, guys. That's the whole reason I'm still streaming, is just because of the faithful few who still watched my crazy life. You know, we've come absolute full circle, because we went from a basement to a mining facility and a warehouse hosting make $1 million worth of equipment to a basement. All in the span of like 2 years, really, if you think about it. We went from this, literally like pipes hanging, you can't really see that pipe, but you know, extension cords just chilling, to the to there, you know. No ammo on Amazon, he says. I'll cover your assets. Yeah. He wants me and Voscoin over at the new place. I don't think Voscoin's anywhere near there, but I can get the Carter in like 2 hours. If needs to get shipped to a gun shop, like buying online on Academy. Yeah, well, so that doesn't mean Amazon. I said ammo. Ammo on Amazon. We should start that. Let's start it. Ammo on Amazon. I don't think Jeff Bezos likes ammo, but even if he did, let's say he goes duck hunting in season on his free time, then he still probably wouldn't tell anybody he did that, and all of the people around him on the board would probably say, let's not do that. Now, I guess the real question is, when is Jeff actually going to exit? So he's at the point now, he's the richest man, like, or was, you know. I was watching a video of Bill Gates and Warren Buffett in the same building. They were at Dairy Queen. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's under Bill's channel. I love Bill Gates' channel. It's terrific. He's just, I mean, he's just so, I don't know how to describe it. Anyways, so their net worth combined is like 180 some billion, right? So it's way higher than Jeff. Like astronomically higher, in my opinion, than Jeff himself. So those two guys, older, wiser, smarter, way more net worth together, and they've exited their companies, right? So, but when is Jeff going to exit? Does he exit at 50, 60, 70? Like, when does he actually exit? When does he become a face? And when he actually exits, are you going to know? Because a lot of those guys kind of do the slow exit, right? They go from like working 80 to 100 hours a week to working, you know, 60, 50, 40, and then they just like, they don't really do anything, but they're still the CEO, and then finally they're like, yeah, I'm done being CEO. I really don't do anything anyways. You know, like, so I'm just saying. Someone looks happy. I'm happy because I've wanted to do this for 2 weeks and I haven't been able to. That's why I'm happy. You should go to Vegas in February. We can buy Bitcoin at the Golden Nugget. Yeah, so did you guys, I'm on Instagram. If you didn't see my Instagram, I do random posts. I'm not like an Insta fanatic, but I do Instagram. And in fact, just so you guys can give this video a like, right now, you need to do it right now. Then we're going to go to Instagram, and apparently there's this Insta Live thing that you're supposed to do, and it apparently helps people. And so we could do that right in the middle of it. Okay, so Insta has, so if you guys aren't on the Instagram, you could do that. Flip the camera around. Oh, that's a blurry camera. So yeah, look at that. Okay, so press and hold to record. I thought I was live. That's not recording. Delete. Okay. See, I don't even know how to use this, but oh, your story. Do you do your story? Is that live? Okay, let's try that. Normal. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Let's not do that. Live. Oh, I mean, you probably have to verify your account and all this, checking connection, you know, it's probably not going to work. But if it did work, oh, I think it might work. Guys, right now we are live on YouTube and on Instagram. I don't know why I'm on Instagram, but somebody said it's very important to be on Instagram. So here I am. Amazing. Thank you. 12 people watching, 4 likes. You guys are awesome. Join the show on YouTube or here. We're going to try to do this every other day, let's say, during the weekdays, Eastern Standard Time. I don't know, probably 6 o'clock because it's 5 o'clock my time. You guys are great. We're going to post random stuff we find about Bitcoin, blockchain, or pretty much all of life in a way. So, thank you. Have a nice day. Okay. Are you sure you want to end your video live? Yes. Share it. Hey, there we go. That's how you do it. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, there seems to be a Bitcoin community around here, because if you think about it, like, how did that work? I threw you out on a few Discords. Uh-oh. I don't have my Bitcoin hat on, but I got my spacesuit, and I would totally wear it if the AC was on. So, what is going on, guys, with this mining equipment? How many of you have mining equipment that you're not using? And what is Bitmain doing? I mean, they're releasing more Bitcoin mining machines. You guys see that? More machines. Let's actually get the download of today. The download of today. Let's just do the download of today, because that sounds fun. I don't know if anybody does it, and if they do, I don't care. We're going to do it ourselves. So let's go to my inbox and check the download of the day. Here we go. As for the alerts, will the Bitcoin mining confidence cause a Bitcoin price to spike to $28,000 to $30,000? Did you guys see that? About 28, 32,000. Next prediction, next spike. Obviously, they're just going off of old trends and how it's going to have again. So it's going to have and then go crazy. So that's one. I don't know. If we find an interesting one, we'll read it together. Chinese regulators demand cleanup of Bitcoin mining in Inner Mongolia. You guys remember Mongolia? They had a massive issue. People were doing stupid stuff. I mean, all over these international places. No offense to anybody international, but there's a reason America has all of its laws on lockdown, and it's typically because you're not going to get away with, convincing a rental property to run 80 machines inside of one little building and then catch the whole thing on fire. I mean, that's so, and it's not like that couldn't happen in America, but you're going to have to really push the barrier to not get caught with that. In other countries, it's like a free-for-all. It's like, yo, there's a warehouse, let's go. Or, whoa, you got an apartment building, but you don't got anything to do with it, let's fill it with machines. And then they just blow it up, right? They just burn the whole thing down. That's kind of what happened. Would you be interested in starting a crypto school in Kansas City? Yo, let's do it. I'll do a volunteer crypto school. I don't know what my availability is, and it might change drastically if I get a promotion, but hey. Let's do it. Please contact me, info@digi.io. I'd love to chat with you about a Bitcoin school, because I have all this retaining information. You know, like all of the information is just built in there, and I'm just like, I have nowhere to spread it. Like, I don't want to repeat myself on here, but I know a lot of people join and they're like, I don't understand blockchain. And I'm like, I could totally teach you blockchain, but then I just don't, because I feel like I'm repeating myself. And how do you say the same thing in the same way? I guess Apple does it. They're always like, this is the greatest iPhone ever. This is the most exciting news about Bitcoin there is. I guess I could do that every day, right? I mean, Chinese regulators demand cleaned up. Okay, we read that. Bitcoin mining hurts our climate. Yes! Here it is again. Every 6-8 months, another announcement. Bitcoin's destroying the world. Well, just so you know, in case you wondered, the amount of energy that it takes to run the banking system currently with all of their buildings, all their AC units, all their bathrooms, all their electricity, and absolutely all of their computers is way more demanding on the earth than the blockchain. So, and in fact, the blockchain's actually becoming more efficient, where banks are kind of just buying solar farms and saying it's a tax deduction. So if you've ever gone to an Apple store on the side, you've probably not noticed there's a corner piece that says this is stores run off 100% renewable energy. And I've shared this before. Really? Are they really? So you go outside and you look and there's nothing on the roofs, and you ask about it and they say, well, technically what we did is in North Carolina, we bought thousands of acres and we put a ton of solar panels, and then we piped all that electricity into there, and then we put it back to the grid, and then the grid gives us a credit, and then we get a federal tax deduction, and so then we calculate the electricity in our stores, and then we send that back to the government, and then they say, well, it looks as if the math works, you're technically running on renewable energy. What? Anyways, if that's how it works, that's how it works. Man, I tell you, let's keep going. We're on a roll. State document reveals details of Iran's cryptocurrency mining regulations. Good. That's good. We got mining regulations. Have you thought about asking the owner about solar panels on the house? Yeah, I would, except I am completely shaded. I got shade everywhere. It's great. I can leave all my blinds and windows open because it's like totally shade. I got like 5 big trees in the backyard, a big honker out front. I mean, it's perfect shade, perfect shade. Crypto mining pools, chips prompt antitrust concerns. Oh, here we are again. Again, cryptocurrency's been hacked. Bitcoin is over. Blockchain is stopped. Guys, really think about this for a minute. We are officially over a decade inside of blockchain technology, and not once has it had a hiccup. Yes, we forked, but it didn't stop. Transactions were being verified every single millisecond, in a way, moved, not actually verified, but moved on the blockchain even during the hard forks of Bitcoin, Cash, and Gold, and Diamond, and all of them. Guys, this is insane. Not just Bitcoin itself, but the blockchain network hasn't gone down in over a decade. Not a glitch, not a hiccup, not nothing. It's still going, and actually it's going up in terahashes. I mean, it's like, where are we going with this? Bitcoin mining power hits a new high as 500,000 new ASICs go online. See? Man. Yeah. So, sorry, I missed some stuff. But think it could be pretty profitable to teach trading fundamentals and mining. I could do that. I could definitely do that. I could teach you how to not trade, but definitely how to mine. I could just, I would, if it's profitable, I mean, I would do it for free, to be honest. But if you know a way to make money teaching people, let me know. Because I'd love to know. Okay, so, Okay, now these numbers are screwed, guys. I'm sorry, screwed. Shrewd. Skewed. There it is. Skewed. These numbers are a little bit skewed when you get into this stuff like this, because people are talking about how, like, the Bitcoin power hits a new high as 500,000 new ASICs come online. Okay, here's the thing. You guys remember what happened last year? People were pulling the plugs. They were taking the power out of everything. We didn't turn our online show on. People were just shutting everything down in lieu of the fact that there was no money to be made. Because what does everybody do? When the power goes down and the price goes down, they shut it off. It got too hot. The price isn't good enough. It doesn't justify turning it on. I'm shutting my machine off, right? I got the calls, I got the texts, I got the emails. Everyone shut down. People got screwed over. People got their wallets stolen because they gave them the private keys. All this crazy stuff, right? So when new ASIC minings come on, it's not that big a deal, right? It's not that big a deal because we still need to make up for the unplugging of last year. Now, if these is actually hitting a new tier in the terahash, man, are you writing these sayings down? Are you writing these sayings down? Because you should over there. Anyways, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that we're getting to that level. Okay. Bitcoin hash rate SegWit transactions continue to reach all-time highs. That's good. SegWit stuff gets a little confusing. I typically don't want to cover the in-depth side of the Lightning Network and stuff. There's a lot of great channels out there that talk about kind of the deeper stuff like that, and that gets a little bit more serious. I don't want to scare people away, right? Because it's already scary enough walking into the unknown world of money on the internet, right? And now I'm officially, I went to the mountains and I took a breath of fresh air and I realized, like, corruption is literally everywhere. Like, you cannot escape corruption. Like, I'm trying to find good, and I'm realizing that the only good, besides in yourself of a moral standpoint, is still bad. So you're bad, then produces a company that's bad, or a ministry that's bad, and then that gets bad, and then you hurt people, and then that's bad, and then those people are hurt, so they're mad, so they go and be bad. Like, it's just a never ending, and our world has just been completely consumed by greed of taking advantage of people. Because it's bad. Everybody's bad. So, I mean, it's hard because I've been a trusting person my whole life, and I always assume the worst, and I've never assumed that it would be this bad. I mean, clearly I didn't know what the worst was. So, what are we going to do with BitFrontier Capital Holdings Inc. provides a shareholder update? Yeah, well, if you guys are in that, let me know. Is anybody in BitFrontier? BitFrontier, there's a lot of those guys out there. A lot of them. See it, will contact you. Yeah, please do. You have pizza! Pizza! Don't forget that 1 cup of coffee back in 30 years was 20 cents. Yeah, but I don't know what we're talking about here. This day, it costs more. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. See, and this is my argument with the minimum wage crap too, because that is getting all over. I'm so sick of this minimum wage crap. Well, if you raise the minimum wage, then your ketchup price is going to cost more. Baloney! The ketchup price is going to cost more because the CEO wants more. It's that simple. People say, well, it's super simple because it's going to cost more to make the product, deliver the product, and now pay the person to stock the shelf product, and then you pay the gas to go get the product and all this, and so it costs more. So if you may raise all the minimum wage of all those stockers, where's the money come from? The CEO, yo! That's the problem. The problem is not the minimum wage. The problem is the greed on the top. People, if we all band together and said, stop, just stop. Seriously, you don't need that many billions to live, and you take advantage of everybody else below you that you employed, that you hired in order to do what? To get more greedy. Anyways, so raising the minimum wage for these companies would only hurt everyone else because the CEO is greedy and already greedy. Done. I mean, really. So all I gotta say is if you look back in the generations of what these people that ran major companies and CEOs and what they actually made versus what the income with the pensions and everything else that used to exist inside of companies and now no longer exists, and you say it's the 401, and then you lose your 401 when a crash happens, and it's just this big mess. You know, you're a teacher for 30 years and then in the public school system, and you built this great way for the school to pay you out at the end, and then they say they don't have any money, sorry, we misspent it. It's greed. It's just all greed. It's all greed, and it's everywhere, and it drives me nuts. So let's just keep talking about the high performance cryptocurrency mining rigs by BitHart. Now that article I might click on because we're only one more article away, and the other article is Bitcoin mining power hits 500,000. So that was a repeat. So let's click on this article. Let's open it up here. I'd love to open it up on my computer, but like I said, I haven't done any of this stuff. All right. Small businesses can't afford to have a $15 an hour minimum wage. They would have to cut the workforce by half to allocate it. Maybe the CEO needs to wipe his with 100, yeah, maybe. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, that's fine. But you can't go to the bathroom that much for as much as he has. So you can, I am fine with you as a CEO wiping your booty with that. If that's what you want to wipe your butt with, you go $100 bills. I don't have a problem with that. I'll roll the toilet paper for you. I have nothing against that if all of your employees below you minimum make $35 an hour. I'm talking about the people that clean your place and wipe the floors and clean the toilets, take the trash out. Janitorial work notoriously is known as one of the lowest bottom jobs of any company. And if he makes $35 an hour, okay, all right, wipe your butt. But if you're wiping your butt and he's making $7 an hour, I have a problem with you. It's that simple. And if you're a CEO watching, you get what I'm saying? You're greedy. All right, so this is the high performance cryptocurrency mining rigs released by BitHart. Anybody done any research on BitHart? Well, it is a New Zealand business from September 16th, 2019. So this is a very new article in the last 24 hours. a distinguished manufacturer of cryptocurrencies, BitHart Group Limited, www.bitharp.com. We really are using www. Guys, it's almost 2020 and we're still putting www on things. Really? Is delighted to announce the launch of 2 new high-performance liquid mining rigs capable of delivering excellent usage capabilities and unprecedented profit-making potential. Potential. There's the key word there. Potential. All right. So, with high hash rate and low power consumption, 2 rigs named Layer Miner and Heart Miner are designed to provide return on investment in just 30 days. Ha! What? A powerful and compact mining rig, Layer Miner, can fit in a limited space and offers useful features such as touchscreen interface and easy operation and monitoring. On the other hand, HARP is a direct liquid cooling DLC rig that proprietary security and fault tolerance, which is very good, by the way. Nobody talked about that prior on mining rigs as fault tolerance, but I had that. I had all alternate rigs. So when your rig went down, I could boot you to another rig. Or, you probably had 5 rigs and I just, allocated your coins to another one. Or any coin I had, I just gave you. So, we had fault tolerance, but this has it built in. The power consumption of these 2 rigs are 600 watts and 2,400 watts, like these babies, retrospectively. This is 2,600 watts, okay? So Layer Miner and Heart Miner are capable of mining Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Dash with the hash rates as mentioned below. Interesting. BitHart mentions that its 2 mining rigs are designed and configured to bring the benefits of crypto mining to common investors. Oh, going against the regular guys, eh? Benefits of crypto mining to common investors without much mining experience or knowledge. Plug and play, baby. With easy to use, operate user interfaces, powerful functionality, anyone can start making profits with these rigs simply by plugging them in. And you better believe you better plug it in the day you get it. You should have it plugged in before you get it. That's not possible, but pretend it is. That's how fast you should plug it in. Because your 30 days might turn to 60, 90, and 120. And then you're wondering why you didn't get an ROI in 120, and that's because you didn't have your electrician come over. And why are you in another breaker for your 2,300 watts that you miscalculated that can actually only take 10 to 20% of that, because 80% of that is all it can take of the breaker, because guess what? You're going to blow your breaker because you're turning a full, consistent, non-stop power, which is high endurance, and that blows breakers. Anyways, please get all that done before the thing shows up at your house, or you're going to not make it back. To find out more, go to their website. Duh. Okay, so that's basically all it says, but let's just go to it anyways. Guys, there's like half of you liking this, so like it right now. Let's go to bitharp.com. I wish I could pull this off on my screen. But apparently they are a well-respected company. This article was from the venturebeat.com. Credit to venturebeat.com for providing this article. So, powerful liquid mining rig. Now, what happens with liquid mining rigs? Well, the good news is liquid does need to be replaced. How is that good news? It's good news because you won't have to replace it, because your mining will stop mining by the time your liquid needs to be replaced. Now, Apple did this for a while, and Apple's vintage market is every 5 years. So, Apple released a liquid high-end PC, and Mac. And what that did is the Mac Pro was liquid inside, and after typically the 6th or 7th year, before that, but typically they were starting to break the seals and liquid was coming out into the computer. So this was causing problems, and they just said, you know what, let's just not deal with this liquid. It's a pain to maintenance it, it's a pain to maintain, and when people bring it in, it's a pain to replace, so let's just not do the liquid anymore. And I saw it firsthand. I saw those Mac Pros come in, they're like 10, 12 years old by now, and they're like, yeah, I don't know why it's working. You open it up, it's just liquid, like corrosion everywhere. It's like growing things underneath Mammoth Cave. So, you know, we got some basic website. We got the size of, you know, a standing tower that you can buy. How long will it take to deliver? 7 working days after you order. So that's terrific. It is $25,000. Really? You're going to make your money back. 25 decibels. That's pretty loud. And you're going to make your money back in 30 days. I don't know. Okay, so all times taken, let's just go back to him for a minute here. Basically, if everyone made a minimum of $35 an hour, inflation would increase the price of products. It's all a balancing act. Wrong! The reason the prices would go up is because the CEO still wants to take everything he wants. If the CEO took less, here we go. You ready for it? I'm going to prove it right now. Ready? Simple math. Simple math. If. How many Amazon employees are there? Let's look it up. Because I think it's like quite a many thousands, right? So as of 2018, they have 647,000 employees. Okay? You know, anywhere from making at minimum $15 an hour. You ready? If Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, decided to take 50 billion, just 50 billion, he would still have 100 billion. He still would have it. Yes, he would. And every single one of his 647,000 employees would get a $1,000 bonus at the end of the year for the next 77 years. That's not including inflation or interest on the 50 billion that he would take out. So it would be more. That's the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, people get a bonus of $1,000 a year. You'd get it for the next 77 years, and Jeff Bezos could still wipe his booty with $100 bills. I don't think he's doing that. I don't think he's that type of person. Maybe, I don't know. And if he was sitting right here, I would ask him, do you wipe your butt with $100 bills? I would totally do that. It'd be an honor, but it'd only be an honor because he is a smart businessman. He is definitely the most greedy. If he was paying them $35 an hour, I'd say, hey, you're not that greedy. But guess what? He's not. He's taking advantage of people. He's not letting them go to the bathroom. He's letting bear mace spray all over the place in there and causing people to get sick. You know, I mean, it's terrible working conditions. There's no AC. I mean, it's like basically slavery in some of these small towns. And if you don't know what small town means, go to one, try to live in it for a month, and you'll realize, whoa, this is hard. This is, wait, we've got 2 restaurants and a laundromat. What am I supposed to do with my life? And where do I work? Oh, Amazon's here? Okay, let me go over there. Holy smokers, it's hot in here. But hey, this is the only thing to do because that's the only way I'm going to be able to pay my electric bill and eat my McDonald's. Okay, Amazon won't be around 77 years. YouTube watcher, holy moly, he is on fire. The CEO is one person spending all the money. I guarantee you he's not spending much. If all the employees were spending more money, it would increase inflation. If all the employees were spending more money, it would increase inflation. It would, okay, but I don't know if I can follow that concept. The CEO is the one person spending money. He's not spending money because he's acquiring more money with more greed. Guys, this isn't how it used to work. It used to work that, let's say the CEO was paid no more than 10 times more his lowest paid employee. Did you know there's companies out there that are still doing it? I think it's Ben and Jerry's. I'm pretty sure. YouTube watcher is really good at the internet. I'm sure you can find that out. But there's the lowest paid employee is only 10 times away from the highest paid. I mean, that's how companies should run. Let's be real. And if we say that they all would do that and then inflation would increase, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's not a solution. I think we can definitely agree that we're not going to agree on this situation because there's so many other variables at play, right? Cost of living, health insurance, government subsidized situations, monopolies in marketing and things. You know, obviously there's a lot more going on in the background. But from a basic standpoint, I would say the reason we got to this situation is because of the greed. Now, can we fix it and just say eliminate greed? Probably not, because then you're going to have manipulation, corruption, and launder. So, I mean, basically, it's like a one-way street, I guess. Can we agree with that? What's his name? What's his name? We got all names Takinifs. Welcome, Shileinen's Laundry. I don't know. And we'll be all robots soon. Okay, so let's just agree that this scenario that we're currently in was a one-way street where we built our pathway and now we're on the road and we gotta live with it. And what's sad is our children have to put up with this. And there's only gonna be a few companies around soon. I mean, let's just face it, everybody's buying up everybody, and people are buying up people that you don't even know about. There's thousands of companies being created and thousands of companies being bought every single day, and you can't even keep up with it. You only hear about the big ones, right? Let me tell you an announcement. I don't know if this is public knowledge, but I'm going to say it anyways. I don't know how I know this. I couldn't even tell you who told me, but Sprint headquarters is actually in Kansas City. I believe I drove by it, not 100% sure. It looked like Sprint because it was 1 billion parking garages and it said Sprint retail store inside and then all the parking garages, and I was like, that's a big building. Well, guess what? As you might know, that Sprint and it's T-Mobile, right? They're having fun together. So what's happened? Sprint going, boop, they're out. They're not going to be in Kansas anymore. So if you're working for Sprint in Kansas, you probably want to find another job, because I heard they're going to put a skeleton crew here and everybody else is getting out of Dodge, right? So all these companies, and you know, these are big ones. There's anybody who makes an invention or an idea, who presents it to try to bring it up into the world, you're never going to hear about them. Now, you're going to use their product, you're going to use their algorithms, you're going to use their cameras, you're going to use, you know, their design, you know, like, who's the guy who actually made this smart little beeper thing that actually shuts off with the Wi-Fi and smart and everything from Samsung? Who's the guy who actually designed this? Was it some Samsung, you know, IT person? Probably not. It was probably some dude in his basement who figured it out, and then he's like, yo, check it out, Samsung was like, whoa, we want that. We'll just buy you and you work for us, and then we'll just say that it was like our idea. And they're like, okay, let's do it. And I don't have a problem with that, but I just want you guys to be educated to realize that the world is not what it seems. There's really only a few people controlling this. Okay, aka greed. Did anyone think that car industry control a food industry? Did anyone think that car industry control a food industry? Yeah, they control it all. Wow! Alright, so ironic, isn't it? The Amazon robot? Yeah, that is HP, Dell, IBM, all the car manufacturers, they all want overseas to skate regulations, aka greed. That's true. That is true. Well, guys, I'm fired up, obviously, and I need to build the show into a way that I can send this video feed to another server that'll allow me to show you my screen, so then we can actually look at the same screen together. And when I click on cool articles like that and read about them, that'd be great. So let's just do a recap. Guys, if you want to make your mining equipment back, look into venturebeat.com where the article was read from. It was produced at 8:26 a.m. yesterday. I don't know what time that is because I'm in a different time zone, so any time that I say is totally not the right time to you watching, unless you're here with me, but you're probably not. It's bitharp.com. Check out bitharp.com. Make your money back in 30 days. And Bitcoin has not shut off. It's been over 10 years, and it's reaching all-time highs of blockchain hashing power. And what happens when the hashing power goes up? The price goes up. Yep. So obviously the predictions are already out, $28,000 to $32,000 by May of 2020. It's not that far away. So let's get through this Christmas season and let's see how Bitcoin does, because we're gonna try to be there for all of it. Guys, I'm gonna try to do a show. This is a great time for me. Right about now I need to go. So this is gonna be a good time. Let me see if I can do this for the next few days and then the next few weeks and months, and we'll see. I might be on a consistent schedule for the good solid year. And for that time, I'll be able to hang out with you. I've missed you so much. I did think about you every day. I did try to get down here. I do have a life outside of here, and so I could not do it. I could not do it. I tried. Now I need to go figure out why the AC is not working. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking the video. For real, guys. Like 12 people and 20 people watch. It doesn't make any sense. Please just hit the button. You know you want to hit the button and you forget about it and then you go back sometimes. Typically you never go back and then you hit the button. Just hit the button now. Just hit it now. Okay. Buy oil stocks and you will be rich. Okay. OBS works great. Yeah. You must be new, Maxwell Smart. I'm on a completely different system. The camera is connected to a Teradek, which is wired separately from the computer, which is great because I can go live instantly and I don't need a computer to do it. Okay, I can help with AC. Yeah, I need help. Okay, bye. It'll get better, I promise. The show will get better. How do I shut this off? The show will get better. The show will go on. We gotta get some music in here and everything. Oh man. All right. Thank you.